Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, or whatever time of day it is for you. Good day. Oh, hope that wasn't too close. I know I've been having some random audio, which is sometimes too loud, uh, sometimes not too clear. So I think it's because I might have the mic too close to my mouth sometimes. So I'm gonna try to this distance and see how that goes. Anyway, beginning of the streaming week, we got Enderal. Going to continue on to the story. Been really wanted to start continue the story. I've done a few side quests off stream. Not many, because I keep running into side quests where I'm looking at it, it's like, this seems like this might have a pretty interesting story attached to it. And I want to experience that with you guys, and I end up not doing it. But I did a few. I did begin the first part of the pit arena fight, but it might actually get pretty interesting afterwards. We're going to start off by continuing the pit fights, so you know. What's happened so far is went to the Undercity. We did our first pit fight. It was like a 1v1v1v1. It's like 4 people in there, and we're all fighting each other. I won, and afterwards, it's like somebody from the Hralata, which is like the mafia in the Undercity, is pressuring the woman in charge of the arena fights over something. We don't know what. He left before we get any information. So we might end up dealing with the Relata if we continue this quest line. We'll see how that goes. And afterwards, we are going to continue the main storyline where we end up joining the Order. We got to do some initiation thing first, and then we join the Order. And I did kind of spoil some things for myself. I did some research, and I know we're going to meet our next love interest doing this. From what I've read, there's only 2 love interests. There's Jasper, which we're not going for, but this female character we might end up going for, but I don't know, it depends. It seems that the writers, at least so far, are very strong anti-organized religion. As for, you know, as Jasper seems to be the perfect character for that, and not just Jasper, but his employer. And I'm worried that this female character might be overly zealous, which would be annoying to deal with. So, I don't know. And I did meet another character, and I got a side quest for her. I forget her name, but I was looking forward to bird eggs, and I ended up going to the Frost Crag. It's like up north in the snowy area. And she is looking for her missing companion. Her missing companion was having like potentially mental problems, which could have been on a magical, like magically cursed level, possibly. And she ended up going missing, trying to figure out a way to solve it. So we're looking for her. I might continue that on this stream, depending on how things go, or I might try to save that for another day. For now, let's just get into the game and do the pit fights. There we go.
So many fights, so little money.
Alright, it's Rasha. She's the one that runs the pit fights.
Ah, you've come at the right time. There's a fight soon, and you're the perfect candidate. 2 versus 1. Interested?
Alright, they don't stand a chance.
The twins. 2 nasty, hairy beasts of men with even nastier axes. Yeah, I know, the odds are against you, but what should I say? The crowd wants it, I deliver. What do you say?
2 versus 1? Question mark?
Oh yeah, but judging by how you fought, I think you stand a chance. Still, it'll be dangerous. So, what do you say?
Better be getting a lot of money for this. Count me in.
Bold words. Alright, then go downstairs and warm up. I'll tell you when we're ready.
Mesdames and messieurs, a cordial welcome to the
By the way, our fighter name is the Prophet. And oh, check it out, in full fine steel armor. And I got what do they call this shield? It's Orc Shield in Skyrim, but in this game it's called I can't remember.
The twins against the mysterious warrior.
Looks like the twins are wearing iron armor.
The Prophet. It is a battle to the death. A battle about gold
My
and
backpack's
blood.
looking kind of full.
Now, in
Oh yeah, I got a
other
medium-sized
words,
backpack.
time to give you what you've all been waiting for. Warriors, fight!
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to buff myself. Oh wait, those are not iron axes they got there.
Blistering blazes, what a punch!
But they're both called the twins? What? He just outright murdered me. And now they're fighting each other? I still had a good amount of health left, and he... Oh, wait.
Not bad.
Okay, wait, let me get another buff going. And, okay, I don't have enough to summon up an ancestor. Oh, Ruin Shield, that's what it's called. There was something else I wanted to try out. Spectral Crest. Let's go what that is. Let's go with Chest. I'll look it up later. Summon Apparition, okay. See what happened? Let's see if I can even summon up my Apparition. Let me get the necklace going. Oh, okay, I already got Yura. Yura's a bow user. She's not going to be very helpful in close combat. This guy might. These guys have a lot of health. Whoa. Man, what kind of weapons are they using? Because they are wrecking me. You know, let's put a paralyze on my weapon. And, let's get the... Yeah. Get some free hits. Got a poison damage on here. What? And he takes me out again. I don't know why they start fighting each other afterwards. Okay, we're gonna get our buddy out. Rugar first thing. Okay, let's just start stacking up some poison damage on our weapon. Okay. Let's see what other poisons we got. Alright, we're gonna go paralyze again. Okay, let's get that healing potion going. This fight's... didn't think it's gonna be this difficult. Not that I'm complaining. Clearly, I just need to get good. Okay, apparitions will not finish off human characters. That's the problem with them. It's like that guy was down to a knee. He just needed to get, you know, one more point of damage and he would have been dead. But the apparition stopped after he went down to a knee. Okay, I started off in a bad way. Don't have my weapon out yet. What? They already killed him? Get out of here! No. They're using orcish axes. These guys have a ton of hit points. I'm not doing much damage at all to them. You know what? We're gonna load up into just before we started this, so we could prepare better. All right. First off, get the right necklace equipped. Second, get the right spells going. The next spell I want, just to get ready, so I'm an ancestor, and let's get our shield equipped.
Ah, you've come at the right time. There's a fight soon, and you're the perfect candidate. 2 versus 1. Interested?
Who am I
The
fighting?
twins. 2. Oh yeah.
Come on.
But judging by how
Cut me
old
in.
words. All right, then go downstairs and warm up. I'll tell you when we're
Place
ready.
my money on the Eterna. Oh, you live and learn.
Mesdames and messieurs, a cordial
Come on, my
welcome to the
boats aren't gonna last
Justice.
forever here.
You know who I am, I know who you are, and above all, I know why you are here today. Because you want to see a fight! Today, 2 familiar faces will fight a rookie who you've already grown to love. The twins against the mysterious warrior only known as the Prophet. It is a battle to the death, a battle about gold
Come on.
and blood.
Stop milking this.
Enough of the words. Time to give you what you've all been waiting for. Warriors, fight!
Okay. Whoop. Oh, okay, they already did a lot of damage to me.
Not bad.
Okay, I gotta be careful at this amount of health because they could just instantly kill me at this point. Okay, there goes the ancestor. There I go. Even fully prepared. I wonder if I'm under leveled for this, or if this is, or if their gear. Oh, they already killed them. Both of them. Okay, I'm getting arcane fever for this. I don't know if I just suck at this, or if there's a... Okay, they killed him again. Okay. Get my mace out. Let's get some poison on this. We'll get the paralyzed next. Come on. I'll do the block and you guys do the damage. Yeah. There we go. I just tank damage while you guys do most of the work. Nice. You know, I'm not ashamed of that fight. I did what I had to do. I'll get their gear, like, to put all the gear in a box, so I can collect it later. Okay, let me eat some food. Oh, I don't have enough crafting points. That's where I was just holding on to that. That's lame.
Bloody vermin, all of them.
Remember your training.
Keep walking.
Do this.
Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. There was a chest. Now, what would they equip it with? Ruined battle axe. Okay, so those were orc axes.
What do you want?
I want my money. My share. I fought and I won, in case you didn't notice.
Ah, sure. Sorry. I was elsewhere. Here's your share.
Only 250 for that? Any idea when the next fight will happen?
2 or 3 days, give or take. Oh, I know you'd love to jump right back in. But if we start doing battles every bloody minute, the crowd will lose interest. And money. Just swing by in a couple of days, alright? You'll get your fight.
We could wait, or we could just do something else. Fine, I see you then.
So long.
I should have done it, like, I missed the rhetoric. Wait, can we load that? What's my last autosave? Yeah, I want to do the rhetoric. I really do think we deserve more money than that.
Vermin, all of them. Keep walking.
You can do this.
And let me eat that honey.
What do you want?
Yeah, my money.
Sure. Sorry. Here's your share.
Why? Because of the Eterna? Oh, we're probably trying to get more information on this quest line.
Maybe, maybe not. As I said, none of your business. 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Oh, I know you'd love to. Just swing by in a couple of days, alright? So long.
Alright. So let's continue on with joining the Order quest.
Move along.
Isn't there a signpost around here? There should be a signpost over here.
Relata Shira.
Yeah, whatever. I have no idea what she was saying.
Pity. He was a good man.
Where's the signpost? Okay, so it's not over here.
He was a good.
Who was a good man? So the trees? No. It said teleported here via signpost, so that means there should be a signpost here. Right?
We're watching you see
You know what? I have a return spell. I'll just use my return spell. Oh yeah, that bridge is going to go away because they can't be in cities. That's why I was questioning if I was even going to be able to get them into the pit area. What quest do I have up here? Oh, that's right. I was looking for the eggs. And then there's one down here. Okay. Let's just unmark that egg quest. And where's the main story quest? Find the rack. Nope. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's right. I ended up finding like some broken horn for something. I found a strange object during my travels. It seems to be a fragment of a stone trophy. I should keep it and look for more of its kind. Perhaps they can be advantageous to me in the future. Yeah, I got a broken left horn. Wanted backpack. Yeah, that's a bounty quest. Hunt down some people. Meet leader. This is it. I learned two things. The world awaits an event called the Cleansing, in which a whole civilization, ours, will disappear without a trace if we won't stop it. Also, it seems that I am a messenger. People who play a decisive role in the fight against the Cleansing. That is why Arentel wants me to formally join the Order by taking the same examination which novices of the Order have to take. I have to meet Signet leader Yorick Bartar, at the border of the Heartland. Okay, and we could talk to one of the miters to fly us over there.
Go too easy on this guy. They just sit on their asses and hope.
You know,
things
and I have a
settle
bunch of heavy equipment on me
themselves.
since I looted those guys. Let me dump that in my chest. No, don't you start yawning now. You're gonna make me yawn. Just noticed my camera's been off this entire time. It must have been off since I did that Saturday night stream and I forgot to turn it back on. There we go. What's up? I hear him.
Yes,
I hit the miter. Yeah, isn't he a cute fella?
monsieur. Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed?
Okay, no, that's a different quest.
Sure. Where to?
Going to the Heartland. Northern Heartland. Come on, fade in, there we go. Let's make sure we're it's way over here. We wanted the border of the Heartland. Oh well, no worries. We got a donkey. Just gotta follow the road and we'll get there eventually. Sorry, Wolfies. Gonna ignore you. Don't have time for you. Come on, chunks. We have to escape. Yeah, I'm sorry the game is like super dark for you guys. I should have cast Mage Light before I got on the donkey. We can't stop now. We got doggos chasing us. Probably gonna end up running into bandits over here. Or skeletons. Huh. Surprised nobody's slumming it over here. Did the wolves catch up? I heard them slobbering behind me. Oh, for a second there I got stuck in my donkey. Wait, did Chunks actually damage him by running into him? Okay, let's see. Okay, we gotta take this right. Wait, is that farmer helping me out? They might end up dying because of me. Come on. We gotta take responsibility.
What? That's all you've got?
Oh, wait. These are highwaymen. I thought they were farmers. Oh. Oh, now that I'm off my horse. Alright, they were fighting the wolves. Okay. You guys get the wolves. You don't need me. More highwaymen. Don't have time for you.
What? That's all you've got?
Yep. That's all I'm gonna give. You can leave me alone now. Serpentine. Hear those arrows. Are they still chasing me? Camera works weird when you're trying to turn and you're on the donkey.
Focus.
Let's see. If they're still behind me. Let's see.
Yes.
Grandmaster Orento sent me. I'm supposed to take the trial to become a keeper.
Oh, yes. You're the prodigy. I was expecting something else. I hope you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Our novices trained for years for this trial. And as much as I respect the Grandmaster, I think this is naive. In other words, it will be dangerous. Be aware of that.
At least dangerous means not born. The way the Grandmaster put it, I don't seem to have much of a choice if we want to keep living. Okay. I know, let's skip the chatter.
Huh. If you insist. Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first pathless in the history of the Order to a keeper. The others will scream for joy. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
Okay. Come on, you saw me riding in on a mighty donkey and you dare question me? His name is Chunks. I should just always have these buttons turned on.
What?
Kalia.
Oh, hello. You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy?
Yes, but call me Mordecai. Sounds less awkward.
It does, actually. I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path novice and aspirant to the first sigil. I've been told what you did in Old Rashengrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own. An astonishing feat,
Well, I had some.
truly.
Well,
You
I
have
only
my
took
respect for that.
the bottom floor. What's her name took the top floor. It probably wasn't as glorious as you picture it. Those bastards deserve it. Save the excavations, yes, but the people from your order were already dead. Okay. It wasn't much of a decision. These days, I seem to get into trouble wherever I go. We'll go to the middle one.
I know, but you tried. You know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
Okay, so she's wearing like the mage apprentice outfit from Skyrim, but I like the color scheme. Red and black, you can't really go wrong with red and black, and it looks like she has a fine steel greatsword. So I wonder if she's going to be like a spellcaster melee fighter. She's also going to be a glass cannon if she's going to be wearing that robe. and Dunwar.
I don't want to hear it.
I beg your pardon.
You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off.
What's your problem?
You have to ask? This country is going downhill, and you are living proof of it, my friend. First, Neverme's wild mages are allowed to walk on the holy temple grounds as if it were some kind of brothel. Then mercenaries are hired, and now you, an outlander, a pathless, are able to be initiated into the sigils of the Holy Order. We've trained for years to stand here, and until now, I thought that this country respected its traditions. That's my problem. Now get out of my sight.
Hey, next time, maybe you should just try to get good.
All right, enough of the chatter.
Okay, he has the
Come
same
here.
robe. I don't see any weapons, so he might be a pure mage. Still, you should have a weapon.
Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions?
I'll try to de-summon my mount. What spores are you talking about exactly?
Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them worsens the arcanist's fever. So, in case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you.
Alright, let's go.
Good. Stay close to me.
Okay, Chunks. You chill out over here. I'm right behind you, buddy.
But it's too late for that. Korek would have conquered the city, and then you will be ashamed.
I don't... what? What did I just hear?
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
Poor thing. My brothers and I have seen the border countless many times before. But I bet you know all about the Undercity's rat holes instead.
Well, what if I do? Huh?
More.
Okay, let's see what the strange potion was that I picked up. I'm not seeing it. But I should definitely drink an ambrosia. Is it like a quest item? Yeah, here we go.
Focus, Cocolito. Focus.
Oh, I think my mace ran out of charges. Do I have any filled? Okay, I got a filled lesser. I got like 4 commons filled with lesser. That's no good. Yeah, I'm out of charges. Let's use the petties first. Oh, the guy just pulled a bow out of nowhere, so okay, so he's an archer. No, he has a staff. Sorry, at one angle I thought it was an elven bow. But now I realize it's a staff.
Wait, do you see that?
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares?
Who?
He's probably just a...
He shouldn't be here. Merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready.
Yeah, let me get my life absorption. So I'm
Shouldn't be
a little bit
here.
down on health.
No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready.
She's with me now. Forever.
Kirash!
What? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now. Forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She wanted to leave me. Just like that.
This is
No.
disgusting.
She will stay. She will...
By the righteous path! Have you... It's your mind!
I could ask you the same thing, damn it. Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malthus protect us from your cunning.
Okay, so this guy's
Did
the
thought ever
zealot.
cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease
Or just
in
a
order
psychopath.
to heal it, and that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot.
Like heck you did. You
And
behave
not
like an
for the
idiot.
first time. The other masters might ignore that fact. Due to your religious commitment and your bloodline, I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do, Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
You wielding a pickaxe for a weapon?
Are
God.
you okay?
Just save it.
What does it say? Well, we're a lot of Shuria. The Mafia's here. You know, I should just eat some food instead of trying to use this spell. What's there blue flames
Here
here?
it is. The first foothold. This is where Malthus's vassals erected their first camp. So behave your accordingly. To Prodigy.
Nope, I moved by myself. I didn't do that. My apparition disappeared too.
Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago, beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the two The three of you intend to take the trial. There's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry.
Well, I don't know what you expect him to be.
That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual crisis right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malphas's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that?
Oh, this guy's gonna die.
By the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
By the
And
black.
though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137.
We're probably gonna have to kill this
I
guy
know
to
it's
keep
hard,
the secret.
Dunmore, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for, which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunmore.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you
Well,
would
she's wearing
spend
a red.
more time with the holy scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
Can we trust this guy to keep the secret?
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life,
I'm getting every kind of
as in
flashbacks
death,
from Dragon Age.
may
Like the
your
warden's
light
test.
guide me. Good.
Are we gonna like drink some
As you
black
know,
goo?
this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool. Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you.
Yeah,
You first, Prodigy.
this is just like
Let's
the
hope
warden test from Dragon
Grandmaster
Age.
was right about you.
And that guy's probably gonna die. Okay. What happened? Oh wait, is that my friend from the beginning of the game?
Oh no. No. No, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was.
Yeah, it is my friend from the beginning of the game. You're not real, are you? Or a whining illusion? I expected a little more. I know you're just an illusion. Get out of my way.
You're right. I'm not real. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway?
No, I'm not going to get into this debate.
If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far. Your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream. Would you be able to recognize the truth? The answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore, your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality.
How am I able to dream if I am actually dead? That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart in your mind. It could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone before we make the suppressor even angrier. He doesn't like words. He likes the silence.
The suppressor? Who are you talking about?
What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will be imprisoned here forever. And why we can't access our feelings and wishes. And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. To stop believing. And... you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans... what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with. But no. No, not yet. It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human anyway? To hope? And to just keep on waiting for that one miracle that will end the pain once and for all? Yeah, I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
Forever sounds too long.
What the? How did you do that?
Did you not try that? I wish I knew.
You simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
Okay, so... ooh, there is... wait. What do I got equipped? Oh, I still got my talismans. I got a knife. Alright, Rugar, you're with me. Okay, we're gonna go first person mode for this because just be difficult in these tight corridors to be in third person mode. Yeah, I get the noble house and I did a lot of decorations, and I am in desperate need of nails and spare parts because I am running out.
By the gods, these are the scourges of the They want to punish us.
I want to see if there's more loot I can get. Ah, Rugar. Such a beast. Like I wasn't even here to see it, and they're just all dead. Good job, bud. Old butcher knife. That's a butcher knife? I'll take it. wonder if I'll keep these items I'm collecting. Stop that. Wait, do I have my spells? I didn't even bother checking to get to spells. Okay, can't cast Hell's one yet. But I don't have my shield, do I? It's kind of hoping it'll be like in my, like I could cheat it and it'll be in my favorites. Okay, let me get the flame shield in the left hand. I get my knife in my right. Just stocking up on human flesh. We have enough human flesh and hearts to make another people. Ah, it doesn't really take much to kill him. Oh, so your name is Seducer? Okay. I think my flame shield is pretty much doing most of the work there. Right. It'd be nice if this flame shield offered like more of a light source. So many people. Why is this like burnt up? Written paper. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you since you have set foot in Enderal? Now you are the opposite of what you really are. Instructive, strong, powerful, meaningful, in short, the prophet. You have constructed a narrative for yourself, a fairy tale about who you want to be, and you have found exactly those people who confirm it. That's the most important thing, isn't it? You found someone who believes in your fairy tale. Don't you see? You're simply wrong. All about you is wrong. You are pathetic. You know that? What would Sirius say about this? I'm probably telling me to use the war axe instead of the dagger. Oh, so they were cooking the people. But did they remove the corpses and like hose them around this place afterward? Ooh. Good thing I didn't fall for that. Oh, how do I get through there? Wait, is that water like, or is that a gelatinous cube? Might be a gelatinous jelly acid. How are we gonna lower this? What am I missing here? Let's get the mage light out. Yep, just walk into me, die. Man, I should have used this during that arena fight. Completely forgot I had this. Yeah, let's get health. I die way too easily. I'm surrounded by fire. We shouldn't be cold. Just get close to me.
I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but
I'm annoyed I'm not getting ectoplasm from these spirit ashes. Oh. Oh. Wasn't even paying attention to you. Interesting. Now they're hung, but you can see the rope isn't exactly attached around their neck. Like they're posed like it is, but the rope just kind of like sinks into their head. So, is it sunken into their head? I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. I'm sure they did their best to make it look like they were hung around the neck. Best isn't good enough. What did this used to be? I sense a trap. But since I'm surrounded by fire, I can't really see anything.
haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left. This will be our doom.
We're kind of doomed either way. At least this doom gives us a chance to escape.
No. Do you see it? All the cells. They're all empty. And there's blood. Oh no. There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved because they dared the suppressor. By the gods, this is what will happen to us too. I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place.
Weren't we already dead? I mean, you were trying to convince me that we're already dead, so... I mean, can you die twice? Oh, it's our dad. And he's still called Daddy. Yeah, we're gonna need to get Mage Light out. Flame Cloak is really a lifesaver. Nothing should go wrong here, right? Oh, I didn't back out fast enough. Because somebody, Rygar, was behind me, and you got stabbed to death. Okay, grab food. Gave me a whole bunch of that. Okay, I'm not gonna bring him out again. I got a whole bunch of arcane fever because he died. Stop standing behind. You saw what happened to Rugar, right? Come on. Is that his natural skull? a whole bunch of spikes around there. I don't have telekinesis, unfortunately. Can I blast it off? I need to knock that down. Okay. Let's see if this will work. And whoop! That was terrible. I don't have a bow and arrow. I get arrows, but I don't have a bow. Drat. You're totally gonna die if you stand there.
This is so wrong. And right. At the same time, I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The suppressor will understand.
Let's see. Like I said, we get arrows, but we don't have a bow. Wait, remorse? Almost. Drat. Drat. I know I could drag him over. I know what... I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, throw some of that, but... Okay. Because I hit that dead on, and it didn't work. Where's remorse? Remorse! Where are you? Where'd that skull go? Oh, there we go. Alright, we might end up dying. Let's see if we crouch down if the spears will miss us. Oh, they go straight up. I thought they were gonna, like, come in at us. Yes, that would make sense. You know, they want to kill us. Alright. I want to keep remorse. Put a plate here. Hey, hey, we're back in the same... Okay.
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back. What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Why are you so afraid of the suppressor? I haven't seen anything. But there must be a way out of here. I just don't understand it. Who are you? A part of me? An illusion?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Why are you so afraid of the suppressor? I haven't seen anything.
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
But there must be a way out of here.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Oh, I still have my axe. Oh, you know, we're wearing shoes the entire time. Let's get this tunic on. It's been in those rags in before. Oh, I got my horse foot. I wonder if I could summon chunks in here. Nah. Arm didn't fall. I was expecting the arm to fall. I'll take that bucket. So because the plate dropped, didn't stay on there.
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Am I gonna have to kill this guy? Is that what I gotta do? Thinking that's what I gotta do.
Well, well. So you figured it out?
Yes.
I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
Still on fire. Ooh, it's raining outside. Did it happen to Skyrim? I don't recall if you can see the rain outside if you're inside. There. Jesper, you're into some weird stuff.
Oh, hey. Good to see you
Look
awake.
just far.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess. Where are we? Tired. Where are we here? Where are the others? Dunmore, Kalia, or is it Kalia, Master Bartar?
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. Probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
Fine, I guess. Where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay.
Traveling with the Axiom
I mean,
guy?
hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
Wait. If this is real, not an illusion, that means we went all the way to that one ritual place, got knocked out, and then somebody dragged us back through a dangerous area. And it was just that one trainer guy, right? So that'll be dumb. Brother, how the heck do you know about Axiom?
Everyone knows about Ixon, and the fact that you're
Ixon.
asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that? Simply pathetic.
Okay, yeah, this isn't real. Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first, we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
Well, I have killed a lot of highwaymen.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So you're the ones behind it, aren't you? Why are you doing this? What have we done to you?
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
All right. Alright, still makes no sense that it would drag us all the way over there and bring us back over here. I thought we were going to be, wake up where we drank the potions.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
No. Alright, I suppose. Thanks for asking.
Then you have a remarkable constitution. Usually the after effects of the potion last for days. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So does that make us keepers now?
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to
I
take
like
the
her
oath,
outfit.
and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
The death of the Lightborns is the bad thing, and the death of the Lightborn is the best thing that could have happened to mankind. I figured, what do you make of all this? The cycle, the cleansing.
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him. To be honest, I don't really think I understand all of what's happening to me yet.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given. And as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
So, what's the next step?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
We both? What about Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
Maybe a little self-control would have done him some good. Nah, the guy's... he's comatose. Let's not talk about him like that. He was a simple-minded fool. It would have surprised me if he had passed, or he will die. He doesn't deserve that. Being a jerk doesn't mean you should die, really.
No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
Character. You don't seem to be too shaken up over all this. The death of the Lightborn, I mean.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
You talk about the Lightborn and their ideas as if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. They weren't as benevolent as you make them out to be, or... Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, well... She doesn't really make them sound benevolent. I don't know where this is coming from. This just seems like it's being antagonistic for the sake of being antagonistic. Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was the thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't interested. Shoot.
As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember? How come?
I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What?
The entire village. It had been destroyed. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Why did those men attack you? I figured, thanks for trusting me with this. It must be hard to talk about.
It's okay. Anyway, it turned out that the riders were men from the village who had gone hunting. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
They really thought a 6-year-old child destroyed an entire village. That's ridiculous.
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
I see. And these men wanted to do what exactly? Take revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
They brought you into the Undercity, right?
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year.
Master Tyrus? A keeper adopted you?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
So we just saw you and decided to adopt you. That sounds too good to be true, to be honest. Why is the Order so preoccupied about pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have our own reasons.
That's right, we do, but we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
Yeah, the first one.
It does, yes. But then, he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
So Master Tyrus granted you the novitiate.
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
You're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that. What happened to Master Tyrus? Where is he now? Well, let's see the first one.
No, I guess I'm not. Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
So that means Dunwar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of the village is actually true.
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Well, you're talented, intelligent, and pretty. Many reasons for the other novices to envy you. Okay. I saw your skill, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy than anything. Let's flirt with her.
Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important, on my goals.
Which would be?
Several, but I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Dunwar was the last of his bloodline?
Yes. all of the Dalmordans fell victim to the great flesh maggot plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
Let's talk later. I should go see the Grandmaster now.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go. You should reclaim your gear before we leave.
Let's see, did we get all those extra... Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, the dagger is not there. Oh, the shoe and the tunic are here, though. But not the dagger and the axe. So I'm wondering, did I get all the extra... No, I don't have the flesh and the hearts. Ooh, that was loud. That was loud. Why am I not equipped my backpack? After you, Miss Milady.
Yes?
Yeah, you just stopped there. You gotta keep moving. Just want to get a good closer look at her. Specifically that tattoo on her face.
Alright, this is the Sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer,
Just
and also where we'll be exalted later.
You just wait and see.
A glimpse at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments.
Yep.
Plus,
There's
all
a
of the
cranky old man in there
experiments
too.
and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Fair enough. What will you do?
Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Alright. Let's get the torch out so I don't have to keep casting Mage Light.
Did you hear the new orders from the Grand Master?
I wonder if I could get their, like if they'll just give me the blade armor that they're wearing. I know in the game it's not going to be called Blades armor, but that's what it is. Hey, it's Talos, right? I don't remember.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't.
Who are you?
The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your Truchessa of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Like a newborn, except for a bloody headache and a pretty messed up journey into my mind. You never told me the ritual could have killed me. Leave something out like that again, and it will be the last time I work with you. Or a bit beaten up, but apart from that, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm gonna. There we go.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters.
What do I have to swear on? The dead gods? My loyalty towards order?
None of it. You'll see.
Fine, I'm ready when you are.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
A dream? What did you see?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
That's interesting. I had the same dream before I woke up in the Curarium.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
Any idea who or what these beings are?
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
You were in prison for a very, very long time, weren't you? 30 years?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine 30 years of imprisonment didn't leave any scars.
They did. What are you getting at?
You want me to trust in your leadership. It's only fair that I learn more about you as a person.
A fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks. So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious. The worst, however, was the isolation. Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time before my incarceration, the prospect of what would come after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak. They reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Figures, how did it feel to be free again?
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
What's it like now?
Better. Our mission, my responsibility here as a leader, it has helped me to find my way back into the real world.
Actually, I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order after all that has happened. There's a lot of responsibility to take on after such trauma.
What would have been the alternative? A life as a fisherman? If the things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
About the cycle.
Yes?
Could you tell me more about the emissaries? What defines us?
That depends on whom you ask. In some writings of the Pyreans, we are referred to as chosen ones. But this is wrong. A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task. But fulfilling that task is our own responsibility.
And you have no idea as to why we were chosen. Okay, and what exactly are these tasks we have? There we go.
Well, that is something else we only know in broad strokes. It is my task to lead mankind in its battle against the cleansing, to rally our strengths, so to speak. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory. How exactly you're going to do that is something we still have to find out.
Are we going to talk about the vision we kind of had? It sounded like somebody was going to take over the city. Okay. And you have no idea as to why we were chosen?
No.
Apart from us, are there other emissaries?
I do not know. But there are hints. We will see.
The cycle. Do you have any idea how long it has been going on?
Good question. In their writing, the Pyreans say it has existed for aeons. Since this world exists, since the sea of eventualities exists, so too then does the cycle. It seems to be a part of existence, so to speak.
What, and no one has ever succeeded in breaking the pattern? That's discouraging.
The Pyreans didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations that came before them. That is what we know. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is limited. All that matters for now is that the cycle threatens us, and that we have to stop it.
Okay, I think that's it. Right now we just gotta wait a day. Maybe we just sleep an entire day. Or, let's see if we can find a way out of here. Let's see. Find the rack, defeat. Is this ready to go yet? It's not ready to go yet. Or could try to kill Pack. Find a fragment. It's gonna be random. Find the missing novice Elia in Ark and persuade her to return. Okay, yeah, I got this quest like some dude in the Order is like, hey, my assistant is missing. She's probably walking around somewhere in Ark. Go find her. I have no idea where she is. I don't really think this is going to be fun to stream. Because I'm just going to run around aimlessly in Ark looking for Elia. Let's see. Bella, the daughter of Magor Ironforge, who was a locksmith in Ark, recently died of flesh maggots, and the only thing she left behind was a locked strongbox, which, according to Magor, contained songs and poems of Bella. Unfortunately, the box has a special lock which can only be opened by operating the bolts in a certain order. Myogar thinks Abella's similar like on the bag for loot, made some notes about order for herself. Okay. I need to go to King's Bay and search the library for information on Moonshine Ballads. Okay, so that's the cave, and there's the library over here. We could do part of this at least.
Walk blessed.
Alright. I mean, I keep saying I need to work on stamina, but I think health and mana are just a little bit more important, seeing as how I got killed so easily from those guys wielding ruin weapons. Of course, they're ruin axes, which are massively powerful.
Walk blessed.
Just need to work on the time and my blocking, I guess. Oh, we leveled up. We didn't put a memory point into anything yet. Okay, let's meditate. Okay, let's see here. Arrow wall, with splinter limbs. I don't have to worry about falling damage really. It's a buff. I can buff myself to take less damage. My strikes, power attacks, one arm. Don't need that right away. I don't really do power attacks. I save my stamina for shield bashing. This would be really good since I'm always using maces. Okay, we're gonna have to do this and then jump up one more next level. Alright. Oh wait, now I can eat that rhetoric book. I should have some crafting points. Come on. Let's see. We got 4 crafting points. Now we got 3.
Nicer to lean.
My sir! Wait a moment!
What?
Phew. There you are. Here, a letter for you.
Wow, you know, here's some money. Piss off, kid.
What? Oh, that's very generous of you.
I said piss off.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Why are you
and
still
may
here?
his light guide you.
Why is this glowing over here? Oh, this is way fun. Alright, let's see what we just got. Mysterious letter. Delivered by a messenger boy shortly after passing the consecration. Okay. Letter. Meet Jespar in Ark's watchtower in the evening. My friend, congratulations for passing the trial. You already know how I feel about the Red Cloaks and their, let's say, superior attitude. But still, it would rob me of my sleep to know that I didn't congratulate you in person. Should your holy duties allow it, meet me in the old watchtower in the western gate of Ark. Cordially, Jespar. Yeah, let's go meet up with Jespar. Yeah, we'll do that some other time. We'll keep that one just so we know when it's ready.
Yes.
And why can't I bring chunks in here?
Mr.
Alright, so Kalia. So far I'm liking the character. She's not obnoxious. No, she's not obnoxious like I thought they was gonna make her. They ended up just killing off the obnoxious one. In fact, they probably just made the guy obnoxious just so we wouldn't feel bad about him dying. Come on. Ah, shouldn't take so long to load.
Yes?
I don't have any mods running in this game. This game is itself a mod. But with Skyrim I understand because I got a ton of mods running on Skyrim. During the game, you will find a rare armor pieces, which are... Oh. Yeah, I never did find the rat catcher chest piece.
Yes?
I'm considering going back to like the Rivervale area to see if I can find it somewhere. It has to be waiting for me somewhere over there. You know, I'm not going to wear it now, I get fine steel armor. But I still want to finish this set. Chunks, take me to Jaspar. Oh yeah, I tried taking my mace before. Oh, ooh, I could have killed those wolves last time. Hey, buddy.
Ah, there you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it.
It was different than what I expected. How come you're still here? I thought you wanted to be on a boat to Kyle or Kali. It was easier than I thought. What about you? I thought you wanted to be on a boat to Kylie. It was different.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it.
Gotta swing out a torch. You guys probably can't... What happened to my torch? I think torches actually do go out. Okay. Mage light it is. Alright. Because the stream looks to be like way darker for you guys than it is on my screen, so... Now I want you guys to at least see what's going on. Now we're going up the ladder, Jasper.
There we are. So, wine or pipe?
Wine sounds good.
Termatralian brandy, vintage 8190.
Mordecai, just drink.
A real treasure. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial.
What? Push me off? Nom nom nom. You're pretty close to me there, Jaspar. Like, there's gonna be fanfic written about this. Okay, I'm trying to talk to him. Says he's busy. Is it in my inventory? Should I be drinking this? I don't have any wine in here. Nope. Oh, I was just in his way. Is that it? Oh, he wants to go back up. I think I broke the spar. What does the quest say? What time is it? I mean, this is still qualifies evening. It's like 3 a.m. God damn it, just I'll see you tomorrow, Jaspar. Alright, let's look for that library. No, wait, I didn't want to... Okay, good, I didn't accidentally hit the guard. I wanted to cast Mage Light. Can I put on my right hand then? Huh, can't cast magic when you're on donkey back. Lame. Can I use a different spell? Nope. Okay.
Monsieur?
Now let's see if we can find this library. While every soul is unique, they can be categorized in four categories: warrior, marksman, mage. I didn't read the fourth one. Probably something about a rogue.
They just don't respect the elders anymore. Not at all.
What?
Here, let's see. Where is... Okay, so we just need to go to the noble quarter. We can just teleport there.
You're a foreigner, aren't you?
I'm not talking to you, Elder.
Crossed the Red Sea
I'm not giving you respect.
or seen Kira, the
That's what you said we're supposed to do.
Oh, well.
I think. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Where's it? There was a sign. Okay, there we go. It's right in front of me. Wait, is PewDiePie actually streaming right now? Hold up. I thought he made an exclusive deal with YouTube. Oh, it's a rerun. Okay, wait, like it looked really boring. Like there's like 11 people watching him still though.
Well, comes a point.
Like who's just looking at like a video of what was it, like New York Bay or something? Wasn't saying anything. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Okay, I'm trying to get there. That's where I gotta go. Straight ahead. Maybe a little bit to the left. That should be it right there. Hope I can go inside at night.
Monsieur?
Drat. Let me save this first. Alright, we got 39 left. Turn a little bit this way. A little bit this way. Yeah, and you know what? I got that ring of that gives me 10% bonus to lock picking, and I always forget to put it on. Might as well just sell that ring or break it down. I think I already got this book. Yeah, like I got my own bookshelf now, sort of. It's a shelf that I have to manually put the books in myself. So, I don't think I got this one. Legend of the Blind Miner. Maybe I have this one. What is this? There's like a destroyed book there. There's a library. You're supposed to be taking care of your books. Here we go. Wait. Moonshine Ballads. You browse through the volume of poems. After a short while, you find what you're searching for. There's a hint on the last page. Right down, left up. I already stole one of these, but I'm going to take the next one anyway. They have a cooking area back here. Yeah, I'll take a cabbage. I'll take pumpkin, take your leeks. Yeah, I got some. Take your potatoes. You have any salt? I could probably cook something with this if I had some salt. Don't have any salt. See what's upstairs. Probably unnecessary for me to keep sneaking like this, but I'm paranoid about it. Ooh, a fine cloak. See a stamina potion right there. I think those stamina potions, air potions. Yeah, I can't pick that. I already have one, but I'm going to take it anyway. There's a fence I could sell these two for a few bucks. I actually use those as decoration around my place. I don't know if I should have like a bunch of stolen stuff like in my home. Yeah, but you know, that's just less for me to craft. Yeah, give me that wine. Bunch of empty parchments all over the place too. For shame. And what do we have here on the floor? An empty parchment. It's kind of glowing too. The gargantuan lizard. Find and defeat the Triceratops. Alright, there's a Triceratops in this game. Oh, now I can find the arena again. How are we doing on weight? Yeah, we're fine on weight. Alright, let's head down to do our next arena fight. Oh, signpost, just perfect spot. Undercity Arena. Let's get our spells ready. Get the Divine Shield. Play some light.
Move along.
Now I could summon the Ancestor, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the Flame Cloak instead. Where's my shield? It's a ruined shield and flame cloak. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to manage to do both.
Look at that. You have a talent for showing up when you're needed. You know that? There's a fight coming up, and I want you to participate.
Who am I fighting?
Hanan. He's been fighting for a while now. A brute in heavy armor. With a couple of, how should I say, special techniques he picked up in his homeland, Arazil. I won't lie, he'll be a tough nut to crack.
I'll crack his nuts. Fine by me. Let's get started.
Aren't you eager? You know the drill. Go downstairs and warm up. The fight will take place in a couple of hours.
Oh, he's a big guy. And he's wearing fine steel armor.
You know who I am. I know who you are. And above all,
I wonder if ruin armor is better than fine steel armor.
because you want to see a fight. Today, there is something special on the menu. Or should I say something savage? Because this is a word that best describes the beast our still
Of course he has a
undefeated
two-handed
brother
weapon.
must stand his ground against. Mesdames and messieurs, I present Gur-Halnan, the Berserker of the Steppes, versus
Hey, he's from my mother's homeland.
Shed Some Blood Warriors.
Okay, let's get yeah. No, wait. I didn't want to meditate. Where's my summon apparition? Okay, and what was I trying to do here? Forget what I was gonna do. Oh, let's just fight. Oh, I got wrecked. That's my mace. I'm going to get killed. I screwed up already. What? I tried to block. I think it's because I was trying to equip my mace and it wouldn't let me block. Then he headbutted me to death. Okay, let's do that again. Wait, what's my left hand? No, this is what I wanted. And then I want to focus, that's what I was thinking of. No, focus comes after. I'm doing this in such in the wrong order. Now focus. Where's focus? No, wait, focus is the magic one. Where's the... my racial one? Where is it? Spectral chest, I'm not even seeing focus on here. What happened to it? I mean, I got it. I don't know why it wasn't popping up. Tempest. Oh, he just didn't care I had a shield out. What was that? You know what? You're gonna get paralyzed. Whoa, what was that? I don't know, but it was funny. Rugar, what are you doing? There we go. Let's see what this guy was wielding. A ruined battle axe. A lot of fine steel armor though. They didn't clean up the body from the first fight. At least that one body. There, who wants a hug? Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, chest empty.
Not bad. I have to hand it to you. You're really starting to impress me. I didn't think you'd stand a chance against old Gur. Kinda sad to see him gone, but he knew the risks. Here's your share. Come back in 2 days or so.
Fine, I'll see you then.
So long.
Yeah, let's eat something. Yeah, we'll eat the pumpkins we stole.
Bloody vermin, all of them.
Wait, it's not gonna crash me, is it? It crashed! Ah. It just works. It just works. Come on. Right now, Steam is like trying to register the fact that it crashed on me. Why is my mouse not working? Steam, are you going to play nice now? Okay, now we can try to sort it up again. Alright, let's give this another shot. I wonder if it's going to be before or after the pit fight. Hold Shift and Enter keys to show editor by default. It's after the fight, but I'm curious. Did not show editor. Okay, where's the food? We're gonna eat that pumpkin. Which does not look like a pumpkin. Just saying.
Keep walking.
I don't know what they got a shadow box and he had a great sword on his back.
Not bad. I have to hand it to you.
Okay.
You're really starting to impress me.
Skip.
I didn't think you'd stand a chance
let me
against
skip.
old Gur. Kinda sad to see him gone, but he knew the risks. Here's your share. Come back in 2 days or so.
Alright, 350, not bad. Fine, see you then.
So long.
Just remember your training.
Alright. Let's see how we handle it this time.
Move on.
We're gonna eat that other pumpkin. Alright, now. We're gonna wait for the next day to meet Jespar. So let's see. Wait until... No. Yeah, now we gotta go to King's Bay. Shouldn't be too far, actually. What I used to do is the south gate. Now if I could find that. There we go. No one I couldn't find it before. It was just like this hidden in shadow. Okay. Where's the south quarter? On the city, on the city, on the city, on the city, on the city. Barrack, Sun, Harbor. There's no... Okay, well, Harbor is better actually, but... Is there really no signpost for the south quarter? Odd. Whoop. Chunks. Sir Chunks. Sir Chunks a lot. Tally ho! It's dark. And I don't have a torch because it goes out. Kind of goes out without warning, too. I wonder if I went the best route. I'm trying to guess I probably didn't go the best route. Oh, wait. Nope, we're doing good. We're doing good. I guess we're going to need to go inside a... Oh yeah, that's right. We need to explore a cave at King's Bay. Oh. Here's some walls. There go some wolves. Circle them! Circle them, Chunks. Sir Chunks the Mighty. There we go. Probably for some common soul gems for those souls, which sucks. It is what it is. Okay, and the cave is right over here. Let's get some mage light going. Let's get our buffs going. Let's get our good old-fashioned soul eater mace. You know, I can actually make a ruin mace, and it's a little bit more like damaging than the soul eater, but the fact that it does lightning damage and soul trap at the same time is too good to pass up. I mean, I tried to see if I could break it down. Oh, spiders! Break it down so I could like put that buff on a different weapon, but you can't break this weapon down. I hear a Vin root. So our next time we play Skyrim, we're gonna call them all the Nim roots Vin roots. Yeah, I've been in this cave before. Just doing like some random exploration. No, wait. No, I haven't because I just discovered it when I walked by. This just looks very familiar. Just like any other cave in Skyrim. 90% of them just look the same. A lot of it's just really copy and paste. Ah, yeah, these 2 ores I'm gonna get is gonna be really worth it. Really? These things are just so cheap. I don't really get offended. Alright, I am gonna get life absorption ready. Where'd you go? Get back down here. Why did the ceiling just fart? Okay. Alright, Rugar, help out here. Rugar. Thank you. Oh, there's another one. Alright, you take care of that. I'm just gonna loot these guys over here. Alright, you're taking a little bit of a beating there, bud. Good thing they heal up fast right after they get into combat. Or get out of combat. Okay, the camera just went first person for that. Okay. It's very jarring when it does that. Like, it's cool when you go from first person to third person for a kill. Like a execution move. But jarring when it goes the other way around. What's this? Okay, read the inscription. You are carefully feeling the tree stump and immediately find what you are searching for. On the back are the letters DDUL are carved. Down, down, up, left. Can I get these mushrooms? Yeah, everything. Alright, let's go see that other passage where we saw the spiders, Rugar. Can we get a flame cloak going? Do we have enough mana for that? Yeah, we do. Oh, this is the moth. The moth crawler mother. Died real fast. Ah, too bad I didn't have a common soul gem. Wait, first let's see if we can find a key. I don't think there's gonna be a key around here. Rugar, where are you, buddy? Okay, well, I'll just desummon you. Steel battle axe of frost breath. Alright, I'll take that. Just a little bit more. There we go. Ring of Mighty Concealment. Sneak 12%. Shock resistance 30%. 30%. That's okay. That's really good. 30%. I might hold on to that just in case I get into a fight with a lightning mage. I wonder if this flames around me is helping me mine. It's gonna like soften up the moonstone right there. It's not burning the webs, so. I wonder if regular fire could burn the webs. The regular fire is still magic. Nope. You know, let me put on that ring. Let me put it to some use. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's try the left side. Alright, well, there we go. 10% easier. Oh, filled common soul gems, nice. Decent amount of money here. Sure. Too big for me to be carrying. Oh, wait. Am I actually dragging it? Nope. Tried. It's too heavy. Now we could run back. But I got a return spell. We're just gonna zip on back. Later, chunks. Meet me back at Ark. Many stirring events and lores have been gathered in Enderal, whatever. You know, I complained that they don't give me enough time to read, but I was complaining if they don't load fast enough. It's catch-22, really. Let me get my other ring back on. What ring was I wearing before? Let's see. That's a necklace. Where's the ring? Nope. Yeah, just what I was wearing. Okay, I don't need to hear you signing, lady. You move more slowly in heavy armor, especially if you are unskilled in using it. My heavy armor skill, I think it's like 24, 25, something like that. I need to get some more skill books. I got a lot of learner points left.
Monsieur?
Some shifts never end.
Some people just don't know their place in the world.
Well, some people just want to elevate themselves. And
Greetings.
there we go. Thank goodness we don't have to pick our way into air. Alright, buddy, where are you? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're right about the book. Bella left a hint in the back of it. The order was right down, left, right.
I see. Vera was the one who thought of looking inside that book. I'm glad she did.
I found Bella's hideout, and you were right. The clue she left was down, down, up, left.
Aye, I thought so.
So what now?
Well, we have all 3 clues now. Come on in, let us try it. Here, that's the casket. Left, right, left. Yes, that sounds good. Yes, it worked. By the righteous path, it worked.
Wait, was the casket actually downstairs?
Yes, this is just like you, isn't it? This is you. I know I've said this 100 times
I can see
before,
it.
but again, thank you for all this. To read these lines, it's as if she were here. Only for a moment, but still. I promise to compensate you for your efforts. I think I could teach you a thing or two about my craft, about locks. Or maybe I can give you a more general tip. What do you say?
Through the handicraft, general tip sounds good. Through the lockpick. I think my lockpick I got to 25. In my handicraft, I got 30. So either way, it's going to be add up level stuff. Both are going to be useful because I'm doing a lot of crafting. But I think it'll be more difficult getting lockpicking books than handicraft books. Because I know I'm going to end up running into doorways where it's just not going to even let me try to pick it unless I have a high enough skill. So yeah, we're going to go lockpicking.
All right, let me think. The way a lock sounds when you knock at it can be crucial to how it works. The next time you need to open a lock somehow, keep that in mind. It sounds simple, but it is effective. Now, I would appreciate it if you gave me some time alone. I need to talk to Vera. And I need to make sure what's in this casket doesn't get lost. Thank you again. I will never forget what you did for me.
Let's see here. Yeah, our handicraft is at 34, but I think we get a +3 bonus because of our race, so 3 or 4. So we're at 30, 31 of that. Lock picking, we just got up to 28. So it's adept either way. So that works out for us. Let's see, heavy armor at 20, but although I got +1 because I got knowledge bonus. So technically 24, so I could get an apprentice book for heavy armor. How's my block? Okay, block is definitely an add-up. One-handed, I could get one more apprentice for one-handed. Same thing with light magic. Okay, let's go look for some books. Wait, how's my rhetoric? I think rhetoric is in a... Yeah, I'm in add-up level for rhetoric. What time is it? I don't think the shop's gonna be open just yet. Alright, well, I'm here. Let's see what I could break down. Did get a lot of stuff. Although I did put a lot of stuff in my storage box too. Pickaxe, we're keeping those. Keeping that. Keeping that. 2 malachite ingots for the ruined battle axe. I could get a decent amount of money for it, but malachite ingots are probably going to be really difficult to get. I'm wielding the ruined shield, so I'm not going to break that down. Okay, so I'm wearing a pair of the fine steel gauntlet. I hope they're gonna, if I do this, I hope they're gonna take the ones I'm not currently wearing, because I actually made them superior on the workbench, and if they end up breaking down the ones I'm wearing, I'm gonna have to waste one of the quicksilver ingots to make it superior again. So let's see. Keep an eye on my gloves. Okay, good. I'm still wearing the gloves. Wait a minute. Why isn't it showing any of my other... Okay, curious, but... It's not showing the other fine steel stuff I have.
Well, that's just how he is.
Wait, let me look at my inventory. Okay, I do have extra pair of fine steel boots and cuirass. And helmet, okay. Alright, yeah, and I could... Suppose I could use quicksilver. Although... I think I'm doing okay on money. I'm doing okay on money. Not great, just okay. I do know those books are going to be really expensive, though. But I also got to think about crafting, too. Where are the boots, though? Let's see, for the ruined shield, fine steel helmet, fine steel cuirass. No fine steel boots. I guess I'll just sell those boots then. Oh yeah, we did get some moonstone. See, is there anything we can improve? I have those fine steel boots I'm going to sell. See, I left all my blueprints in my noble house. Like, I got a separate chest, so it's not in my shared chest anymore.
Too easy on this gun.
Because the separate chest I got closer to the room I made my crafting area.
Some shifts never end.
So let's head back to my home. It's pretty barren. And I'll see what I got, because I might end up running into a merchant that has blueprints for some ruined armor. I'm thinking about upgrading to... I'm assuming ruined armor is an upgrade to this fine steel stuff.
Well, there comes a point, and you just have to live with it.
Where is the signpost? It'd be faster if I could just find the signpost.
Blessed.
Assuming if I find the signpost soon. At this point, I'm wondering if it'd be faster if I try to walk my way over there. Even though I'd most likely get lost on the way. You know what? I'll just go to the marketplace. I know what the signpost is there. If too many quiet or quest targets appear on your compass, you should check your... Oh. Okay, you know, I just said I know what it... Oh, there it goes. I know where it was. In fact... Oh wait, that's right, the banker's not gonna be there just yet. Noble Quarters. And before you say anything, I know my house in Noble Quarter is very barren. I'm still working on it. Still need to get a lot of nails, a lot of wood, and a lot of spare parts. Because I'm running out of all those. Once I get a good supply of that, then I could start really crafting just stuff for the house.
Monsieur?
Wait a minute, that's not the crag. I shouldn't need to pick the lock to the crag. That's what I name my house, by the way, the crag. Here's the crag. Alright, that's the chest as the blueprints. Let's see. Okay, get the fine steel, get a statue. These are not all the blueprints. These are not all the blueprints. Oh, that can't be. Did I forget to put all the blueprints in there? Yeah, I did. Okay, bed. Okay, the Dunville steel sword. I found this. I don't know if this is actually better than the fine steel sword. I don't even have the blueprint for that. But it's handicraft 20. It's probably better than a regular steel sword. Okay, hunting bow, longbow, iron boots, iron gear, leather gear, light iron shield. Magic imbued robe. Ruined mace. Okay, that's 33. Okay, Shadowfinger. Silver steel greatsword. This is 38. I wonder if there's silver steel armor. That would be pretty awesome. And most likely really, really expensive. Just the basic steel stuff. Alright, thief hood. Well, would have been nice if I was wore light armor, but I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna need a torch. What could I drop off here? Yeah, put the basket there. I'll use it as decoration later. Same with the goblets. Inkwells. All going for decoration in this house. Could sell them for money, but I mean, would it be better if I just use them for decoration so I don't have to spend money crafting it myself? I'll sort through these books another time. Okay, I'll do some crafting later. Yeah, I'll sell these to the fence another time. I just don't want to weighing me down now. I think I can sell that now. And do I already have... Yeah, I might be able to break that down. I don't know if I have the frost enchantment yet. No, I don't. All right. So let's see here. Let me put all these blueprints away now. Hopefully I could remember what I got when I go to the merchant and start selling stuff off. Okay, don't need the filled common soul gems. I'll put these away. I'm gonna sell that, sell that. And okay, how's my weight doing? Just making sure I'm not carrying more than what I want. I'm gonna sell that. Okay. Time's it. Let's go to bed for an hour. That way we can regain a little bit of health we lost. Oh yeah, this is my library, by the way. Yeah, I had to like manually stick those books in there because why is this book? No, you shouldn't be sticking. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. If I try to touch it now, it would just explode out of the bookshelf. We're going to do a little bit of shopping and put the rest of the, well, some of the money we got left into the bank so we can keep building interest. And I think you get pets in this game. I've seen mods for pets. Like, you get certain types of pets. So I don't know if you could just get any other pet in this game. Talents can be developed up to tier 3 with a... Oh.
Can I help you?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's the bank. Let me get my shadow fingers on. Help out with the prices a bit. And that's mesmerize spell.
We always go too easy.
Ah, merchant's not here yet.
Yeah, that should be it.
Why the merchant's not here yet? It's gonna be 9:30 soon. Oh, do they? Okay, here they come. Here they come.
Morales blessings, my friend.
Can you guys move faster?
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Only the best. Straight from Chile. Take a look.
Now, a good pipe of peace, mate. Why is that stuff so expensive?
Yeah? What do you want? What the? Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look
Okay,
at.
let me sell some stuff.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about
Yeah,
it.
give me my money. Okay. Alright, now let's see what I can buy. Let me burn all that money this got. Enchantment. Okay, we got 3 crafting points left. We are really trying to work on our enchantments. I forget what skill level it is though. Handicraft, we need to get 38 if we want to make that fine, that steel silver stuff. But I don't see okay, there goes an added 1. I'll buy 1. Rhetoric, yeah, we're gonna need rhetoric. Because I like talking my way through situations. Okay. What is this? Heavy armor. Ah, we don't have heavy armor apprentice? Mentalist, I do have those buff spells, which are mental spells. One-handed, oh, okay, this is all you got. I did take a decent amount of my money. Alright, let's eat these books.
Walk.
And what was that other? Right, enchantment. Okay, my enchantment's 27, so I need to add a book for enchantments. Or should I just keep going in handicraft? I'm gonna go in handicraft. I'm gonna try to get at least a 38, so if we do find like fine steel, silver armor, I want to be able to make it.
Uh-huh. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need.
So crafting, handicraft. Adam. Okay, there goes all my crafting points.
Greetings. Walk.
Yeah, show me your
Sure.
wares. Okay, let's see
Take
what
a
you
look.
got to learn. Give me your learning books. Can't craft anymore. Let's see. What's Elementus? Heavy armor. Damn it, only master. Looks like you got the same books the other guy had. Light magic. I think I'm still an apprentice in light magic.
What?
Let's see. Okay, yeah, because I get that +1. Same with Elementalist. So after I eat this book, the only thing that I have that's an add up is going to be block and light magic. Everything else has at least 1 point left for apprentice.
Blast.
Oh, I got ice claw. Gotta pick that up.
My sir?
Before I do the entire sneak thing, let's take a look at what you got.
What can I do for you? Sure.
Probably just has food though. Yep. Although the learning books are kind of foodish. I mean, they're in the food category, which is weird.
Oh, mostly pastries and sweets. Quite delicious, if I may say so. And I don't even need to shout it across the...
Well, you don't sound too sure of yourself.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls,
Okay, there has to be somebody else.
anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Where's the other merchant? I think there's a merchant over here. Might even have blueprints for me.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around.
You see me around
Tell
plenty.
Me if you see anything you like.
Although, it just sounds like you're dying every time you try to
This
talk.
and that.
Wouldn't be
Feel
surprised
free
if
to
you just have
take a look.
problems up here. Let's see. Refined steel is a 25. Pyrian, I think that's light armor. That's probably going to be elven armor. Pyrian is probably elven armor. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, ruin. weapons, but not... Okay, silver sword. It's 35, while the rune weapons are 33. So maybe the silver equipment is going to be better than the rune equipment. But, Mordecai doesn't use swords. He uses maces. Looking for torches. Okay. See what books you got to eat. Block, you don't have block add up? Oh, you do have block add up. Oh, that's a lot of money. See, mentalist. How about one more of that? One-handed, yes. I wanted that, one of that. Ooh, I spent a lot of my money. Don't care for sneak. Do I have any extra I can sell? Guess I can sell a spell. I don't really need 4 for the Sun Temple.
What?
Let's eat the books. Perfect.
Blessed.
So I have 12 learning points, but not that much money left. I'm annoyed I still can't find any heavy armor or apprentice books. Alright, we're gonna put $100 into the bank. That's not gonna leave us with much at all in our pocket.
Walk bled. Hello. How may I be of service?
Yeah, let me access my vault. I want to see what I
Of
got in there.
course.
Alright, we got 903. We got 23 pennies. And then 6, because we got like a... We did a quest. I forget if I streamed it, but we did a quest where we earned some shares for this guy's vineyard or something. So we're getting like a daily income from that, which is at 6 pennies. It's not much, but I'll take what I can get. I wonder if we can get any more
A wise decision.
investments or deeds or anything like that.
Walk blessed and
Now I could buy the other house and when I get enough money.
hello.
Why did you follow me
How
out
may
here?
I be of service?
Yeah, when you're talking to an NPC or when they're talking to you and you zone, they always zone with you.
Hello. Hello.
I thought it might be quest important. So let's see what other quests we could do. You know what? I think I might actually call it on stream. We're streaming for almost 3 hours. Let me save this before something terrible happens.
Fish you seek.
Yeah, let's get out of there. Where's my OBS? Alright, we're going to call the stream right there. Get a little bit far in the story. I mean, I know I kind of get sidetracked. I was doing like a lot of other... Okay, we did do the pit fights, and I found out that I need to get good. I really do need to get good. Advancing the story a bit. We still get more visions, although it's really confusing. I guess it's going to be a war in the city, and somebody's going to try to take it over. Couldn't really make much sense of what was going on there. And getting kind of a Mass Effect feel with this is the cycle, you know, you can't stop us. Kind of like how the Reapers were like in a cycle to always like wipe out all of civilization to set it to a point where it had to restart itself and rebuild. So this is but then they had to do and Mass Effect at least they went spoilers. They went to the Gurun Lagann kind of path with the story, which has been done several times since Gurun Lagann has done it. I don't know if Gurun Lagann was the first one I heard, where it's like, oh, we're trying to protect you, by making sure you don't advance far enough, because if you do, somebody even bigger than us is going to wipe you out. Which they did that in Gurren Lagann several times. Like, you beat the first guy in Gurren Lagann, or they defeat the first enemy, it's like, oh no, I'm trying to protect you, you advance too much, these guys will beat you up. But then you succeed anyway, but then those guys come to beat you up, and they're like, no wait, we're trying to protect you, because if we don't, then these other guys are going to beat you up. They did it twice in Gurren Lagann. Or Lagann. I say Lagann. They did it in Mass Effect. Mass Effect completely ripped it off, and it was lame. I'm hoping they don't do that in this game. Where these guys are, oh, we gotta just, this cycle is meant to reset this civilization, because if not, somebody else is going to come by and wipe you out for good. That'll be lame. Let's hope that's not where it goes. And yeah, the entire ritual thing was very Dragon Age-ish with the warden ceremony. Where, of course, he had that one guy that died. One guy ran away and they got killed. You're the only one that survived there. But in this one, we had 2 people survive. Anyway. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing more of this. I'm not doing the creepy stories on Wednesdays anymore. I'm eventually going to move it to Sunday. Eventually. So till then, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're watching this on replay or on YouTube. It's a fun game. If you're into Skyrim, this is a nice change of pace with the different mechanics. Give it a shot. It's free. And I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, later.